standing here, working this kind of your white belt level stuff. From here, you just kind of have to learn left, right, left, right, left, right. And that's it. Same side arm, nothing fancy. And then you can switch, just learn the flow switch. You just change it to left punch now. So now you got the left side. The left hand is punching. Right? Your Paak's got forward and 10. Everything's traveling in on the center line. Really, really basic drill. So if I want to do a switch now, doing a basic switch is just using my Paak to reach and Paak the other hand so I can punch with the opposite hand. And now we're back to a set. Continue. Right. And then we can just continue on that way, random switches. You initiate a few. Really, really simple, really basic. Then if you want to do double switches where you're not actually switching, you're just kind of playing mind games, right? You switch, I just did double 1, 2, 3, and now I'm back in the same side, right? And it's just a little bit more mind games kind of stuff. And you don't have to stop at a double, you can just kind of go into total defense, right? And just play with it and then finally throw one, and it kind of screws up their timing, okay? So that's all that is. It's just playing the mind game of it. Not really a useful thing, unless you're kind of playing the chess match. But that's more sport thinking, not so much self-defense thinking, right? So, again, we're in the pattern, and we can switch. You can do multi-switches however you want, right? So just initiate a few. Okay. Simple, yeah. And it's just a matter of kind of getting in there and figuring out when everything is moving. And I've mentioned this before, but we'll bring it up again. This entire idea of what are we learning here? More than anything, we're learning how to keep the center line covered. Every time a hand moves out, the other hand's in the chamber waiting, right? If I'm not moving simultaneously with both hands, like we often do in Wing Chun, I at least want to have one in the chamber ready to go, right? Just getting used to the pattern. It's very rhythmic, very basic, very beginning. Now we want to take it to another step. Yeah, we can do the switches with a punch. Oh, now he doesn't know what to do, right? Well, you could do that. You could do that, but you're probably not going to, right? The fact is, the punch is going to usually come in over the top. So what can you do from there? How about just punch with the other hand? Ah, yeah, there you go. Right? Now, we are leaving one piece out, right? So punch, go under pattern again, right? If I punch through and he doesn't do anything, what happens? He just gets hit. Maybe this hand should maybe turn the wrong side, right? It could do other things. You could do Wu-Sao, you could do Fox-Sao, you could do any number of things. The biggest thing is being able to throw a last-second defense that clears the line, okay? So when I punch through, just pick something to stop my punch. I don't care what it is. Right? There, good. And I just punch with the other hand. And we're back in the pattern. Right? And again, just like the Paaks, I can do multis. Right? Until he decides to counter. Or we go into cross hands. That's another variation we can play with. Right? And then work into ball lock. Right? You've got a lot of options you can play with, right? This is going to be too much for most beginners, but it's something that you can play with. They're just dexterity drills, just fine, but it's something to play with. Going from there, right, we want to start playing with the corners. Okay, so we're going to always return back to the basic Paak-Sao punch, Paak-Sao punch, defense, offense, just getting into that rhythmic pattern. Hey, it's like military, left, right, you know? So that's all we're looking at. So if we want to start playing the corners, here's how we introduce people to the corners. You're going to start with 2 corners, not 4. Right? Your corners are your basic haymaker angles. You're going to come out here on his defense hand, and he throws a punch. And we keep the rhythm. Left, right, okay, over and over and over and over. All we're changing is what angle he's on, but other than that, the rhythm is the same. So this way it keeps the variables low, and allows you to actually work the angles and build up some reference points. Right? But we can also do it on the other side. Now we have to think, it's the same rhythm, but from here, he's got to punch with the other hand, right? Or I punch with the other hand, it doesn't matter, right? We switched, and that's okay. And we get in there using just the basic two-sided angles to get back into the rhythm. Left, right. Just count your rhythm out like a metronome, and you'll find it, right? Then we can put in the four corners, because now you're used to both sides. And they can come in, they don't have to be in any order, right? I can just throw the same one over and over and over again, right? Or I can mix it up, right? But once you have those reference points indexed, it doesn't matter, right? And then you can start adding the switches in from there, right? So, and I switch my hands, and I switch my hands, and I switch my hands. And it's okay. That's okay. It's okay. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's more about how you recover from it, right? Making mistakes is human. Make mistakes. You make mistakes here, so you don't make another, right? So when we get into it, it's just learning how to cover the center line and also be able to cover the corners from the common swing attacks without, without having to fuss about things, right? Just keeping everything, binocular vision down the center, peripheral vision taking care of the outsides, and you're doing well. It's kind of the secret of the drill. It's really, my binocular vision is focused on the center. Everything, all my concentration is covering the center. But my primal peripheral vision, it's looking out for saber-toothed tigers on the savannah, is waiting for those side angles. So if he throws in the corners, right, I don't have to change, I don't have to look, I just have to put my hand up. Because the corners of my eyes, the corners of my brain are already seeing it, right? Oh, I can look over here, it doesn't matter.
See nothing but see it all.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those old Chinese phrases, look at nothing, see everything. Right? So as you're playing with this, you're just getting those reference points indexed. As you go along, you're going to take those haymaker swings and start turning them into much more pointed hooks, shovel hooks, even straight uppercuts, right? You can, even if you want, throw in some regular boxing straights, right? You don't have to keep everything on the center line like this. This is just a starting reference point, right? So as you go and you build it up, they can come wide, they can come tight, right? They can come from weird angles, and it's all okay because you've indexed all these reference points, and that's all you're looking for, right? So now play with that with each other. Start with a basic pattern, and move yourself into the greater bits of complexity.